The Lebanese Navy blocks arms en route from Libya to the Syrian rebels. A Norwegian peacekeeper heads to Damascus to take charge of the UN observer mission. A second trial for Ukraine's former Prime Minister Yulia Tymoshenko's tax evasion hearing is postponed when she refuses to appear for health reasons. And trading blows en route to the runoff, the French president says his socialist rival's putting him on Stalinist trial. Hollande accuses Sarkozy of veering too far to the political right. Those are the headlines. Thank you for joining us here on France 24. Heavy machine guns, artillery shells, rockets and launchers, the cargo of a ship sailing from Libya reportedly sent to arm the Syrian rebel forces. According to the AFP Newswire, the Lutfala 2 was blocked on Thursday night by the Lebanese Navy as it headed to the port of Tripoli in the north of the country. Our correspondent Lucy Fielder joins me now from Beirut. Lucy, Syrian authorities have alleged in the past that weapons were being smuggled from Lebanon to arm rebel forces in Syria. Can you give us more information on how this boat was stopped? Well, we're now 2 weeks into an agreed ceasefire in Syria and there's still no peace. UN Chief Ban Ki-moon says the violence has reached intolerable levels. The observer mission on the ground is about to get a guiding hand as Norwegian peacekeeper Major General Robert Mood heads to Damascus to take charge. Despite the team's presence, there's been fresh violence this Saturday. Syrian troops have reportedly killed at least 10 rebels in fighting north of the capital. To the latest now on the race for the French presidency, and with 8 days to go until the runoff, incumbent Nicolas Sarkozy and socialist candidate François Hollande have been trading blows. Hollande accuses Sarkozy of veering too far to the right, but the president says that he is subject to a Stalinist trial. Ukrainian President Viktor Yanukovych has arrived in the eastern city of Dnipropetrovsk, which was rocked yesterday by explosions injuring at least 26 people. Yanukovych is set to visit the victims in hospital. An investigation into acts of terrorism has now been opened. The city is where former Prime Minister Yulia Tymoshenko was born. A second trial against her got underway this Saturday in Kharkiv, but was postponed after she refused to attend for health reasons. The 51-year-old is serving a 7-year sentence for abuse of office. There's been a change of power at the top in Romania. Opposition leader Victor Ponta has been named Prime Minister designate. The country's 2-month-old government collapsed on Friday following a no-confidence vote, becoming Europe's latest cave over austerity measures. I'm joined now from Bucharest by correspondent Liliana Ciobanu. Liliana, the timing is crucial here, isn't it? Ponta takes over in the middle of negotiations with the IMF over economic reform. The population there obviously feeling the pinch. Now, the last administration was a flash in the pan, we can say. Ponta now has to form a new government. How long is this one expected to last? Now, if you're a member of the US Secret Service, it's time to toe the line. The organisation has released a new rulebook after its agents became mixed up in sex scandals in Colombia and El Salvador. There'll be no more visiting places of ill repute or bringing foreigners into hotel rooms, and drinking within 10 hours of being on duty is now banned. 8 agents have been dismissed after allegations that they consorted with prostitutes in Cartagena. Investigations continue. And finally, here's a price tag to give you a fright. Edvard Munch's The Scream goes on sale next week at Sotheby's Auction House in New York. As part of their annual spring art sale, the masterpiece is slated to fetch more than $80 million. The 1895 drawing is being sold by a Norwegian businessman whose father was a friend of Munch's, and it is the only version of The Scream left in private hands. You need to have deep pockets for that one. That's it from the newsroom for now. Stay with us here on France 24. We'll have more news in 20 minutes. Bye-bye.